Good evening. Thank you for joining me for your AEW Rampage report. This is just going to be a recorded one tonight because it's already fucking late. And you know what? We got to get ready because, Rampage was a pretty decent show tonight. And the show opens up with Yuta and the Butcher. Obviously, there's a significant weight difference between the two, and I saw this coming a mile away. I figured they were trying to do one of those, David versus Goliath type things today, and, it came off kind of okay. Uh, I don't even know where to get started with this one. It was a lot of back and forth, a lot of back and forth, a lot of back and forth. But that's a Wheeler Yuta match. And it's also kind of the Butcher match, too, at the same time. But, the two were actually cooking pretty well in there until, the Butcher tried to do his little cocky shit. And, it didn't go over very well. Yuta goes for a submission, and he counters it. Another one, he counters. A lot of back and forth. We can definitely tell that the Butcher is the man without even a question. And a little bit more back and forth, back and forth. Then there was a moment there, an exchange right close to the end of the match where they gave Butcher just enough speed, enough whatever, to get Yuta up in the air, dropping down. We thought we had a near finish there. Match was over with when Yuta finally got the submission locked in. That was a pretty decent match. Yuta wins by submission. And immediately following that, we had, oh boy. Go to commercial, come back. We have Brian Cage versus Jobber number 3. He said his name was Manny Lowe or something to that effect. When I looked at this, first note I wrote down on my piece of paper here said it should be a squash match. Was absolutely not disappointed. Brian Cage was playing with him like a cat plays with a bird that's very damaged and ready to just be consumed, but the cat just won't consume it. So here we go again with, the match was over with the minute it started. It was like one move and you're like, yeah, it's over with. So after all that wonderful jazz there, yeah, he gets the pin, 3-minute squash match. I looked at my clock actually, and literally it come out at 3 minutes, just about exactly. Back in the back, Kyle Fletcher tries to cut a promo before Don Callis jumps in there and tries to correct him. Hey, this is not our fight. Will's not on our team anymore. And Kyle Fletcher tells him he's not on our team, but he's my friend. And Brian Cage cuts into the middle of the promo, looks at him in the face, and one thing leads to another. They got a match tomorrow. We know all about it. Back in the ring. We're back for, oh my God, We're back for Harley Cameron versus Nyla Rose. They quick to point out Nyla Rose has like 150, 160 matches with AEW as opposed to Harley Cameron. And I agree with the other guy. I just literally got out of a podcast before I shot this. I absolutely agree with him. Whoever did Harley Cameron's outfit, her ring gear today, fire that motherfucker. Because the British invasion in general has proven themselves to be, 1, good in the ring, excuse me, 2, easy on the eyes, and 3, all of them can work a mic. So, my thoughts are, but that's neither here nor there. This also was a back and forth match. This also was a David and Goliath moment for life. And, yeah, unfortunately, Nyla Rose gets the pin on this one, and of course we move right back on again. Harley, I'm telling you right now, Harley Cameron, that's a star in the making. Soraya's a star in the making. Mariah May is a star in the making. Tony Storm's already a star. I mean, all she got to do is just keep doing what she does. And you know what? That's going to be? Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing right there. Although they did happily let Harley get some action in here, obviously this thing was going nowhere. Nyla Rose picks up the pin. Harley Cameron gets on to the back, and we're on to a private party promo. Private Party was cutting a promo about how they didn't want to lose, etc., etc., etc. It was a good promo. I was a little bit concerned about this match coming into it. Yeah, they definitely did not disappoint. But we're back to the ring, and representing the Learning Tree is Brian Titty Sucking Keith versus, I don't know, local talent. Somebody help me out with that. Hit it up in the comments, etc., etc. Jackson Drake. I said to myself, this should be a squash match as well. It was not a squash match. They drug it out for a little while. And might I add to Big Bill, dude, you're damn near 7 feet tall if you're not 7 feet tall. Man buns look stupid. But anyway, Big Bill and his man bun was out there, and Chris Jericho and his For the World Chris Jericho title was out there as well. Yeah, just, nah. Behold, that's what Titty Sucker Lee came out to. I mean, he kept him around there for a little while. Diamond Dust for the pin. Back in the back, we got Ciabatta Bread with his Google Translate, and she goes through all her stuff. He hits a couple of buttons, says he's ready, and he's looking forward to going to Winston-Salem because he has family there. Oh boy. Okay. So we're back to the ring. Private Party going against the M&M Collection. Yeah. I will say this, Private Party could have probably had a better match than they had. The M&M Collection, if you're going to keep wrestling like that, that is just absolutely awesome. I hate saying that word too. It was good back and forth, good back and forth. They had the fan split, which I thought, when you're getting to that point in the match, I'm going to talk a little bit about this main event here. Not much, but a little bit. When you are doing a good enough job to where you have the entire fan base split, which I'm still thinking they were Fed Walkers too, because they were basically doing the Let's Go Cena, Cena Sucks, except they were doing, Private Party, MXM. Yeah, same difference. Let's Go Cena, Cena Sucks. Same fucking shit. The wrong team won. The wrong team won, in my estimation. Private Party has needed this win. Eminem could have took that L, and it would have been cool. Private Party really needed that win. But the Eminem group, they get it from the top rope. It was pretty good. Overall ranking on this one, I said earlier that I was going to give it a 4 with the only moment being, Harley Cameron went out there and put her all into it like she always does, and I'm giving her a serious shout out. Hey Harley. Anyway, had it not been for her, I think Rampage would have been kind of a show for me. It was not, so I'm going with a 5, Harley Cameron being the moment. Guys, I'm going to be doing a live show Sunday night. Probably Sunday night. And I'm going to be doing a live show during Sunday. I'm going to go into a little bit more detail with AEW and how they're doing things. Especially, I'm going to cover Collision. I already have a, sort of a Collision results scenario coming out tomorrow at 7. And then after all of that, I'm going to be back on the mic with my live take, hot take for AEW Collision and SummerSlam. That'll be Sunday at 1 o'clock, but for right now, I would like to be able to just tell you that everything was good. And part of it, I do believe, is their timing. When you got to follow a shitty show like SmackDown, it's just not easy anyway. So, after all that's said and done, the average fan, like real wrestling fan, I'm not talking about the cinema, I'm not talking about all that other crap. The real wrestling fan is wore the hell out by the time Rampage comes on. I think that's part and partial because in my mind the show was better than the way I saw it, and I'm going to blame it on SmackDown because SmackDown was so god-awfully believable bad tonight. But it definitely hurts on that. So maybe when we get all these new deals put together, maybe we can move Rampage somewhere else so it's not following such a crap show. But on that happy note there, well, now, let me back up a little bit. Every once in a while, SmackDown gets it right, and they get it really right, and that makes it real easy to watch Rampage. A lot of times they get it wrong, and they get it really wrong. So with that being said, it really sets the table in a bad way for Rampage. I got a couple extra minutes here. I was going to do like a little 15-minute show tonight just to get this thing up and running. But in reality, Tony, you got to find a better spot to put this show because it's hard to follow such a crap-ass show with a good show. And I really, honest to goodness, believe this is a better show than what I'm giving it credit for. The problem is you're just so damn wore out. By the end of SmackDown, you just want to scream. And that's a fact. That's my definite getting it off my chest tonight. Whole 9 yards. If you've stuck with me this far, I really appreciate it. Drop a like. Give me a share. Leave some comments. I don't even care if you downvote it. Upvote it, downvote it. I don't really care. Just give me a like. Give me a share. Something like that if you like what you heard. Otherwise, I'm definitely going to see you on Sunday, and we are going to be live. And we're going to be covering SummerSlam and Collision. So with nothing else left to say tonight, I hope you guys have a great evening, and let's get ready for Slam. My bad.